Good day, everybody. Today's subject, I want to find out your thoughts about nuclear power. Is it safe? And is it making a comeback now worldwide? If you like this content, please take a moment, reach down there and mash that like and subscribe and ring the notification bell icon for notification of new upcoming videos. I'm going to start off by showing you a few facts and figures about power plants and reactors within each of the individual countries and the under construction power plants in the countries as well. Now this next section is going to show you what is the safest and cleanest source of energy. Now this is only the safest and cleanest in terms of producing the energy, not in maintaining or after effects. We'll discuss more on that. Now here's a map of the United States that shows you where all the various nuclear power plants and reactors are located. It's a little bit spooky to me after I share some of the information I'm going to later in the video here about other countries and their disasters that have happened. Now, as you can see here, there are 440 plants worldwide in 32 countries producing 10% of the world energy. And out of those 440, there's 94 of them, I believe, in the United States. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in southeastern Ukraine, the largest of its kind in the country, was on fire due to an attack by the Russian military. And this is according to Dmytro Orlov, the mayor of a nearby city. This was a serious safety threat. It was a result of relentless shelling by the enemy on buildings and blocks of the largest nuclear power plant in Europe. Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant was on fire. Orlov posted this information on his Facebook page. Firefighters weren't able to reach the power plant due to the intensive firefighting that had been going on. All the routes around had been blocked or blown up. A major bridge was blown. The plant is Ukraine's largest nuclear power plant, containing 6 of the country's 15 nuclear energy reactors. And this is according to the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency. According to Rafael Grossi, the Director General of the IAEA, this is the first time in post-Second World War history that we have a full-fledged military operation amidst a big number of nuclear facilities, including nuclear reactors. So this brings up my first concern, is war or political unrest is very concerning. I mean, look at all the countries that it can affect. So that's number one concern. Chernobyl is considered the world's worst nuclear disaster to date. It occurred on April 26, 1986, when a sudden surge in power during a reactor system test resulted in an explosion and fire. It destroyed unit number 4, as you can see there. Massive amounts of radiation escaped and spread across the Western Soviet Union and Europe. Now in this case, even though it's 36 years after the fact, it's still an issue because they're still having to cool the reactors. I was surprised about that. I wasn't aware. And now, with the Russian invasion, they've cut off power to it, which is a huge deal. I mean, you can see with all the other plants in Ukraine, Russia is causing an issue there as well. So war is a big factor. Natural disasters and weather can come into play, such as fires, flooding, whether it be flash flooding or from tsunamis or the such, and earthquakes that happen all over the world and can affect any of these nuclear power plants as well. The earthquake and tsunami that struck eastern Japan on March 11, 2011, caused a serious accident at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant on the northeast coast of Japan. The earthquake cut off power to the reactors, and the tsunami, which reached levels more than twice as high as the plant was designed to withstand, disabled the backup diesel generators, crippling the reactor's cooling system, and the poor battery backup plan quickly was exhausted, and it overheated the fuel in the plant's operating reactor cores, which led to the hydrogen explosions that seriously damaged 3 of the reactor buildings. Fuel in the 3 reactor cores melted and radiation released from the damaged reactor. Everybody was forced to evacuate nearly 500,000 residents near the area. They're now going to start releasing that water that's been filtered into the ocean. Now, the next thing I'd like to address would be the human factor, potential error. In March 28, 1979, and several days thereafter, a result of technical malfunctions and human error, 3 Mile Island Unit 2 nuclear generating station was the scene of the nation's worst commercial nuclear accident. An automatically operated valve in the Unit 2 reactor mistakenly closed, shutting off the water supply to the main feed water system, the system that transfers heat from the water actually circulating in the reactor core. This caused the reactor core to shut down automatically, but a series of equipment and instrument malfunctions, human errors in operating procedures, and mistaken decisions in the ensuing hours led to a serious loss of water coolant from the reactor core. As a result, the core was partially exposed and the zirconium cladding of its fuel reacted with the surrounding superheated steam to form a large accumulation of hydrogen gas, some of which escaped from the core into the containment vessel of the reactor building. Very little of this and other radioactive gases actually escaped into the atmosphere, and they did not constitute a threat to the health of the surrounding population. In the following days, adequate coolant was circulated and the core was restored. When it comes to conservations on energy, it's hard to leave your feelings at the door. It's arguable that the energy is the single most important driver of human progress. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry and powers our daily lives. Technological advancements, easy for you to say, and even the economic development of entire countries. At the same time, our choices around energy can have significant consequences, as we've seen earlier in the video. How we decide to generate energy can decimate the environment, fuel political conflicts, and even cause human deaths as unwelcome side effects. The outcomes from our choices around energy are so vivid that we've developed strong and polarized associations with the subject at hand. Please, if you found this content informational or interesting, reach down and mash the like and subscribe button. We'd truly appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.